Good morning and happy Halloween. It is R.A.O. Laster, and today I'm promoting my new book. I'm featured in a new book, the Coffins and Dragons Anthology. And I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it before we got into questions and comments and stuff. So I'll just go ahead and read through mine and give you a couple more. Mine is entitled Quitting Relentlessly, and it's about Benny, a 7-year-old suicidal vampire who is continually plagued and harassed by Vlad Dracula. Things get weird when they stop at their favorite bar, operated by a priest who has befriended Benny. Now, I guess it's in the first chapter, or in the first paragraph, so it wouldn't be too much of a spoiler alert right now. But I did have to take some creative liberties with the with dying in the sunlight, so I changed a couple of things. We've also got a book by Charles Rice, I'm sure I'm getting that wrong. It's the Battle of Plymouth. In the late 19th century, the gates of hell have opened. Creatures believed only to exist in legend invade the world. As the sea dragon Leviathan approaches Plymouth, England, a Kabbalist named Ernest holds the key to her defeat. However, he's being hunted by the demon Malakota and his vampiric Malbranches. That actually sounds really interesting. Zoe's actually somebody I've talked to before. I'm familiar with her. So, Zoe Exultant, Talisman of Fire. For 3,000 years, dragonkind has slumbered, beholden to the enchantment of the Talisman of Fire. Humanity has prospered, but the fragile peace between the vampires and the Drakemoors, the ruler of Ruthanar, balances on a knife edge. The king would awaken all the dragons and vanquish the vampires once and for all, but one woman stands in the way. Hi, Jenny. It's nice to see you too. Glad to see you're here joining us. Kara Wills Linares. Kira Knight. Oh. That looks like something different. Sorry about that one. Stephen Herczeg, The Worms of Barcelos. Investigating a remote village's decimation, a military team overcomes the attack of bloodthirsty villagers to discover the origins of undiscovered species flying worm deep in the Amazonian jungle. Wow. These people are just getting worldwide over here. I mean, I kind of keep my setting a mystery, but I give it enough detail that you can kind of place yourself, and toward the end you're going to know where you're at. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Bradley Gosselin, To Save a King. Time is running out for the sick king. Healers have run out of options, yet there is still hope. His young daughter Ada sets off with the dragon friend Grinthol to try to discover the one thing that could save him. But to do so, she must come face to face with an unimaginable horror. As you can probably tell throughout these descriptions that I'm reading, every book in here, the only requirement for it was to include both vampires and dragons. So we have several books that are touching on different aspects of vampirism and draconic history. Oh wow, I really like just the name of that one. Chrissy Wynn, Requiem of Solitude. In order to herald the Age of Revenant, a time where vampires reign, the High Queen of Vampires wants to summon the god of chaos. Lilith, a renegade vampire, would rather live in solitude. Unsalted by the news, Lilith seeks to help from the last living dragon. Unfortunately, he still holds a grudge against the vampires for wiping out his kind. Man, that's actually pretty intense. These are all, I mean, all the descriptions I'm reading are amazing. I'm not seeing anything here that looks subpar or poorly done. But the editor also has a post in here, or also has a book in here called Instinct by J.E. Feldman. And special thank you to J.E. Feldman and to Dragon Soul Press for giving all of us this opportunity. Special thanks to the entire team for getting all of this running together. And Aris, thank you to you as well. But here's the description for J.E. Feldman's Instinct. Dragon shifters are hunted and harvested for their blood to create a cure-all vaccine. Many vaccinations go horribly wrong and the rich populace retreat into secure areas named sectors, leaving everyone else to fend for themselves. Despite the apocalyptic environment, several survive, but with new challenges at every turn. There is no promise of seeing the next sunrise. It's a post-apocalyptic wasteland. And if there's one thing that I love, it's post-apocalyptic wastelands. Jenny, you're not a vampire. You're just an emo. And we have Kira Knight's Bloodborne. A precarious truce has ensured peace between vampires and dragons for centuries, although there are limits to the bounds of alliance. Even so, the flames of passion burn out for a hot vampire princess. Even so, the flames of passion burn hot for a vampire princess Ciara and her dragon prince Vulcan. I almost changed the entire nature of that story with a couple of words. But someone knows of their forbidden love and is determined to use it as a diabolical advantage. Oh. There's Sophie Laporte, Tea with a Vampire. A vampire with amnesia, a witch who is not a witch, and a fire dragon who cannot spit fire. When wannabe witch Nella decides to shelter an undead vampire, she not only puts herself and her pet dragon Philofox in great danger, but she also discovers a surprising truth about herself that will change her life forever. Vonnie Winslow Christ, the Hearth Dragon. Suddenly, in a change of Renell's cabinet and casket makers, Luca Renell discovers a terrible truth about the local metalsmith. His hearth fire is provided by an enslaved dragon. Luca realizes the only way to stop the unspeakable cruelty is to free the dragon, and the only one who can help him is the vampire Vida Zygmunt. And I'm going to be reading mine again here shortly. I'm just going to read through a couple more of these in case people might have shown up late. But these are all the descriptions that are included in the anthology. And it is available on Amazon. It's available through the Dragon Soul Press directly. It's available on several digital formats. We actually pre-released it for Kindle, I believe. I've seen it on Books to Read. It's not available on Barnes and Noble yet, but I think we're working on that. But just if you just Google search the Coffins and Dragons Anthology, you'll find a full page of places where you can buy them. But back to our all right, Soul Eater by R.J. Atman. At something borrowed, the price for your dreams may be more than you bargained for. James Hunt wants the impossible, a dragon egg. When the vampire Alexis finally uncovers a tenuous lead, he's willing to do anything to obtain his desires. But in this search, are they masters of their own destinies or merely pawns in a bigger game? Oh, not a problem, Feldman. You are amazing. Thank you for all of this. I decided that since I had the format, I'd go ahead and do it like this. Just a little something different that I didn't think anyone else was going to try. So I really appreciate what y'all are doing for all of us, and I wanted to make this as good as I could. I'm talking to the live chat concurrently right now, so you're gonna have to kind of catch the half of the dialogue that you can hear. Let's see, we've got Zamina Escobar, Return of Dragons. Old wounds surface when a dragon spirit embodies a human form, and nothing will stop Zelda from stealing its powerful blood. That's wow. We're talking about not only physical dragons now, but ethereal dragons that are possessing humans. That's a new take. Ancient Justice by A.M. Cummins. In the small town of Redburn, women are reported missing and the locals demand the sheriff take action. When the bodies started piling up, so did the rumors, suspensions, and threats from vigilantes. Can the case survive the newest deputy? Will clues lead to the truth? With a town full of secrets, only the guilty will face ancient justice. It's been released today already. This is the release party. A lot of people were posting on Facebook. We had an event to kind of post to promote your book, and I decided to do the live stream instead. So that's what we're doing, is we're announcing that the book is ready. It's out, and you can buy it digital. You can buy the paperback. I don't think we have a hardcover, but we might. Miss Feldman might have to give me a hand with that one. But the paperbacks are available directly through the publisher, Dragon Soul Press, or they're available through Amazon. Sindar Harrell's Frosted Blood. When Cytherea wakes to discover that she was frozen for 900 years with no memory of what caused her icy sleep, she doesn't know who to trust. Putting her faith in a dragon that claims to know her, they set off to fight the Dark Queen in an attempt to restore peace to a world they no longer recognize. Idiocracy meets Dungeons and Dragons? I like it. Stacey Jane McIntosh, who wrote Of Blood and Fire. Unable to say no to Morgan I. Fay, Emrys Drake is swept up in a fight between dragons and King Arthur that could see Camelot ruined forever. The only weapons strong enough to stand against them are vampires. But even vampires are no match for a strong-willed dragon who demands Arthur pay for his crime. an interesting take. I like that one too. I mean, how can you go wrong with revisiting King Arthur's court and then bringing vampires and dragons into it? Raven Corinne Kurluk, Order of the Dragon Queen. Natalia Vladescu's world is dark. I'm totally sure I butchered that. Her family all died tragically. The police can't serve justice, and humans have forgotten about magic. All she has are family traditions, which she must call upon when the Dragon Queen wakes. In a world that buried the truth of powerful women, Natalia learns that dragons are both fierce and tragically human. I'm gonna go ahead and give mine one more read, just for anybody who might have shown up late. I've gone through all the ones that I found descriptions for, but there are several more still available. Like I said, my book is Quitting Relentlessly. Benny is a 700-year-old suicidal vampire who is continually plagued and harassed by Vlad Dracula. Things get weird when they stop at their favorite bar, operated by a priest who has befriended Benny. And I've gone through everyone. I'm going to post this. It won't be live, but it'll be available, so that you can get a preview of some of this stuff. And I'm going to share it with the other authors as well. But you guys have an amazing day. Like I said, available on Amazon, available on Kindle, available in paperback, available in several digital formats, and we're looking forward to signing our books. You guys have a great day and take care.